for watching WWE again.
And of course he will, because I know me and him share a lot of views on this, but I know he's even more upset than I am, and I want to get him fired up. I want to get that man fired up. I want him doing 300 puts an hour.
Midwest boy with ROH roots. We don't know what's going on with CM Punk, but you guys have had some barn burners in WWE. Would you like to see Phil Brooks back in WWE?
Oh, Philly Phil, stay away. Stay away, you cancer. Get away from me forever.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I don't like Phil. I don't like Phil. He's a jerk. Oh, did we just figure that out? No, everybody in the room is like, oh no, dude, did he say that? Yeah, no, he's a jerk. Come on, we figured it out over there. We knew it over here. I don't want him back. Go do something else. Bye-bye.
What's poppin'?
Hi.
Happy Sunday, Kyle.
Do 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 do. Look at my.
Oh God.
What do you see?
I am
Mad.
uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
welcome to another episode of the Itchy Sweater Podcast. We are your humble servants, CM and Punk, and we're coming right back at you after a wonderful Thanksgiving,
Holiday weekend?
yeah, holiday weekend.
Yeah. How was yours?
It was good.
I invited you over, but you declined.
Everybody
Everybody
no,
heard.
Stop it.
Everybody heard.
Stop it. I didn't decline just
declined.
because I declined.
You
I
declined.
declined because I had prior engagements.
You thought that they were more important than me.
I didn't say that.
That's what it felt like.
That's what you think. I went to two other households,
Yeah.
so
And how was it?
I had to take care of business. It was good.
Did they
It
cook
was
right?
good. Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Did they season it well?
Yes, Fox parents know how to season.
Okay. All right. All right. That's the one I was worried about.
But yeah, so like Kiara was mostly kind of brunch and dinner.
Okay.
Or maybe even brunch and lunch, while and a little bit of dessert. And and then Fox was mainly dinner and dessert.
Nice.
So I kind of had like basically what I didn't have at the previous house, I had at the next house.
Did
'Cause
you
it kind of had similar.
Were you like, I know I'm gonna try this here, and then when I go, I'm gonna have these things over here?
A little bit.
You did that?
Yeah,
You kind of planned it out?
I kind of knew. Yeah, I kind of knew what was being made, so I didn't like double up on the same stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, but it was a good time. I got, I saved the drinks for when I got to Fox because I didn't want to show up drunk.
Hey, family!
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to show up drunk at Fox's place.
I'm just an absolute degenerate.
So I saved all my drinking for when I got to Fox's place at the end of the night.
Nice. Kind of got let loose a little bit,
Yes.
and then kind of fell asleep like that.
Yeah, and there was a little bit more people at Fox's place that I haven't met yet.
Oh.
So a little bit of liquid courage helped out a little bit. But it was a good time. It was a good time.
Nice.
How about yourself?
This one actually, we invited my mom and my stepdad to show up. I guess they had friends from, I think they're from Chicago.
Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town. Shout out Chi-Town. Had to do it, Midwest.
Windy City.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is apparently because of the politicians, not because of the the weather. That's
believe
what's yeah.
Especially that lady that runs that place right now.
Yeah,
She's
well, Chicago has a very, very long history of having greedy, corrupt politicians.
Yeah.
So they call it the Windy City because they blow any direction.
So I guess they had them in town. So my parents didn't show up, and they invite you. You don't show up.
Had prior engagements.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I told you about it before they did. Anyway, but I smoked a turkey breast,
Okay.
just a breast. I
Smoked
think
a titty.
I smoked a titty.
Nice.
Good old turkey titty.
Congratulations. Shout out Turkey Titty.
It's the title of this episode.
100%.
But it was like a Costco pre-cooked turkey.
Hell yeah.
Breast.
Yeah.
And we'd had it in there for months. I think we had it in there since we moved in the freezer. And we've just been waiting to cook it. Well, I thought, you know what? why not? Like, I'm not cooking anything. Why don't I just try it? So, hadn't done it before. Probably won't do it again.
Okay.
Didn't turn out bad. It was the outside was a little dry. I didn't spray it down with anything. I didn't keep it moist on the outside.
You absolutely degenerate.
I just let it go for like 3 hours.
You're a real piece of work.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But we did this. We did it for like 3 hours. Smoked it. Had a nice little smoke flavor. We turned the smoke up a little bit. And then Kayla made because we brined it first, smoked it, and then Kayla made a cranberry glaze out of actual cranberries.
Nice.
Yeah, she got her Martha Stewart on. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Or her Rachel Ray, sorry, because it was a Rachel Ray recipe. So she got a Rachel Ray on. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't. It was definitely something I was looking forward to. But we didn't have ham, which was kind of a surprise.
That is surprising.
Tim usually does some sort of ham. Didn't do one this year.
I feel like most people would forego turkey before they forego ham. But interesting.
But he's like, no, I'm not doing turkey, or I'm not doing ham this year. And I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, that tier list we did, I'm like, what's he doing? Is he doing steak?
Did you leave? Is he doing steak?
Or there's a new one that I found out that people have on Thanksgiving. Spaghetti. Swear to God.
That's interesting.
Watching Thursday night football, they were talking about people. Was it the Seahawks game? The Niners and the Seahawks?
That was the late one.
They were talking about each team had, they asked 3 different players what they always have to have at the table.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Bobby Wagner said spaghetti. And I thought that's
nuts.
That is the weirdest thing. I'm all for it because I love spaghetti. but it doesn't go with Thanksgiving.
Well,
No.
it could. The issue that I have with it, it can't be a side.
Because it's mainly a main dish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I'm eating spaghetti, I'm eating spaghetti, and that's it.
Exactly.
So
I don't know how you get spaghetti at a Thanksgiving dinner.
he must be having spaghetti as a side,
I have
which
no
is
idea.
Nuts to me.
It is. So the way I think about it is maybe they don't do potatoes and they just do like some noodles with some marinara on it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But
It's the weirdest thing.
that's strange.
It's weird.
That's very strange.
So
Spaghetti?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But we we sat around all day, we watched football. Didn't expect Green Bay to beat the Lions. That was kind of weird.
I didn't either. It was by 1 point, but still, I did not expect that to happen.
Not sure what happened there, honestly.
Yeah, especially of all teams.
Green Bay.
Yeah, that was weird. Jeff was happy, but
Yeah.
that was strange.
Don't give one crap about the next game because it's still a team that says they're a super team because they beat a team that has a losing record.
Yeah.
Fucking Cowboys versus Washington.
I don't need to hear. I know they're going to do it anyway, but I do not need to hear Cowboy fans gloat when they beat freaking who they even beat again?
I call them the Redskins, the Commanders.
Oh, the Commanders. I don't. Congratulations.
Yeah,
dude. You blew out the Commanders.
Who do they have?
Yeah. Clap it up. Sure. Congratulations.
So
love it.
We ended up turning that game off. Like Tim would go back to it, but every maybe 30 minutes,
Yeah.
we'd check on it.
It was just a domination.
It was a blowout.
And it was the Commanders.
Yeah.
It's a divisional game. But when your divisional game is against either New York or the Commanders, you're going to blow them out.
I want to say the people that did that just wanted America to be like, oh, the Cowboys won. Yeah.
Didn't New York just blow out the Commanders? The Giants?
I think they beat them. I don't know if they blew them out, but I think
they just blew somebody out. The NFC least is not a concern for me.
It's really not. No.
And I need to see the Cowboys beat a really, really good team.
Well, here's the thing coming up. I think they
got the Eagles.
They have the Eagles. I want to say
Dolphins.
They have, and who's the other team they had?
I think the Ravens.
The Ravens. Yeah.
So I need to see the Cowboys do good against those teams.
These next 5 games,
Yeah.
I think for a lot of people, even the Niners, these next 5 games are
they're going to be something else.
pretty decent.
Yeah, and the Eagles' schedule's nuts. Like,
Yeah.
I think their next 5 games are stupid, too. But
speaking of the Niners.
speaking of the Niners,
God, I woke up the next morning with a tear in my eye just going, today is just so amazing. Even though I had to work.
yeah, me too. It was a good game.
Niners beat the Seahawks. They almost
Beat them well.
fell apart in the third quarter. Purdy threw a pick 6, but it is what it is. Still got the dub.
Still was 30-something to 17,
Something like that.
Yeah.
Or 7 or I don't remember.
It was a blowout.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Put some respect on Glock Purdy's name.
100%. Shout out Doc Purdy.
BCB, Big Cock Rock.
The Niners just needed a rest. That's all.
Yeah.
They needed a bye week, and they came back strong. Has beat their past 2 games.
Well, here's the issue though. They've got that game right.
Mm-hmm.
They play the Eagles next Sunday.
Okay.
I don't know how to feel about.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be a tough game.
Is it gonna be in Philly?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
But
I think. Listen.
yeah.
This is a rematch.
Oh yeah. This is
So-
what people are looking forward to.
All your guys are healthy, right? Trent's back.
We lost our left guard. We got him back. We lost our right guard. I think we'll get him back. But the guy that filled in for him, I mean, he's a good player.
Did good.
He's a good dude.
Okay. Like everybody's healthy.
Yep.
You got Debo. You got Kittle. You got McCaffrey. Everybody's good to go. And I think it's going to be an actual really good game. I don't see this game being a blowout either direction. I think it's going to be hard fought. It's going to be very defensive.
I hope it is like a 1-point game, like literally like a field goal ends it or something.
Yeah.
That's what I want it to be.
I'm thinking this game is going to be field goal heavy. I don't think there's going to be a lot of punting. I think both teams are going to be able to get down to the red zone each drive.
Yeah.
But it might result in mostly field goals.
No, we don't have everybody. I take that back.
Who you
we
missing?
lost Hufanga for the year.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I'm not making excuses. When Diego texts me and says good game or something like that, I will refrain from cussing him out.
Well, it's not Dimke. So.
No, exactly. Fuck you, Dimke, you fucking piece of shit. Damn it. But
He lays it on so heavy.
he's just so dumb. You know
He
what
knows
he did?
he's doing it.
You know what? And I'll show you the messages.
I think he showed me already. Sometimes he'll go back there and show me.
He sent me some Thursday.
Oh, Thursday he sent.
Thursday
Oh
he sent me
God.
So right here, 6:35. Bunch of Cowboys memes. How about them Cowboys? Cowboys. Jerry Jones pointing and
He's so
nodding.
ridiculous.
And then fucking Seahawks stuff. Go Hawks. You know what I told him? You're such a bitch. You play nobodies. 10-13 that night. You know what I told him?
What do you say?
You were saying?
And of course he didn't say anything.
Haven't. And he hasn't texted me since.
Of course not. Because that's what Dimke's going to do.
So fuck you, Demke. You don't even listen to our podcast, asshole.
But I'll talk to Miguel.
Yeah.
Monday.
I'm gonna come find him. But no, Niners got
the dub.
Got the dub. The next week they do Philly, and then they play the Seahawks in Santa Clara, the weekend after. So
It's gonna be fun.
and then it's on to like the Ravens and like 2 other teams. I don't remember. I think we end with like the Cardinals. So
It's funny how you play the Seahawks so close back to back.
it's usually every year like that, and I hate it.
Yeah. Because
But-
usually with divisional games they spread it out a little bit.
Yeah. So, and then you worked Friday?
Yes, it did.
I worked Friday.
Yeah.
I only worked like 4 hours though. It's
Okay.
kind of nice.
And my Colts had a bye week.
Yeah.
So they played today.
You also let go Shaq Leonard.
Yeah.
A couple.
I'm still not entirely sure how I feel about that.
2 years ago, I probably would have been like, Derek, what are you doing? This is insane. Oh my God. Like you control his destiny, you know?
Yeah.
But I thought about it after I texted you. Was it Friday?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't.
Did you look up Zaire?
I did. And his stats actually look really good. He's got some good stats. Franklin actually is very comparable to Shaq Leonard.
Yeah.
But I already saw that the 2 teams that are looking into getting him were Dallas and the Eagles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Really?
And-
Could you just go to like the Steelers, please? Like somebody I don't care about. Just go
Yeah.
there.
And the Cowboys have already
Go to the Saints.
the Cowboys have acquired T.Y. Hilton for a season.
Yep.
And then they also got our corner
Gilmore.
Gilmore, who actually did a pretty good job. So I don't know.
Yeah, I guess they're starting to take people from you guys now.
I guess. But the thing is, like Shaq, as much as I like Shaq Leonard, he's good, but it seems like after his back injury, he's just good.
He's never been the same.
No. So
he's kind of like an RG3. Hurts his leg real bad, then comes back. And it's just kind of
yeah, and when you're dealing with a back injury as
That's
a
pretty
linebacker,
scary, dude. Because you're flying at people.
Yeah. So he's good, and I do not deny his talent. I do not deny how many games he's been a pivotal role in the Colts.
No, not at all.
Even when he came back, he got a pick.
Great.
So he did a really good job. But Zaire is also really good.
Exactly.
So I'm okay with that situation. I thank Shaq for all he's done, and he's a great player. But if I had to pick between him and Zaire, I think I'm going with Zaire, personally.
Oh, no, I definitely would be too.
Yeah.
I mean, just watching his stats. And when I say people are, you're literally flying at linebacker, this is what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. He did literally fly.
He flies.
Talking
about
Ward?
Fred Warner.
Yeah, Warner.
Flying over. Whee!
That guy's ridiculous.
I love him.
What was it? Who did he lay out? Bosa at one point?
Trying to get a tackle?
Yeah.
He laid him
Bosa
out.
was like, you're like a heat-seeking missile.
Yeah. Real calm like. God,
Yeah.
that guy freaks me out. He's so weird. But I love him. Because he did an interview with talking about when they beat the Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, what kind of trash talk did you give Baker? And he's like, just kind of coming up to him going, Baker! Baker! And he's like,
Bosa's just a weirdo.
That's about it. And I'm like,
he's so weird.
Coming out of college, I remember hearing that whole report about him saying like racist things.
Mm.
But now that I've seen him on the team for a while, I'm like, I can't see that part of him. I just see him being just weird.
He's a weirdo.
He's just weird.
Yeah, and I see it's like him and Kittle are probably the weirdest because Kittle's
fucking
funny
hilarious.
because he's a goofball.
Yeah.
And Bosa's funny because he's just weird.
He's just weird and quiet.
Yeah. I remember who Kittle when he was when you were playing Dallas, he had the "Fuck Dallas" shirt.
Oh, dude, I love that. I love
Or
it.
no, Dallas sucks.
No, I think it was
Oh, it was
Fuck
"Fuck
Dallas.
Dallas." Okay. Yeah, that was great. I think
Dude.
he got fined for it, didn't he?
I don't know, and
okay.
I'm pretty sure everybody probably paid his fine for him. so.
Yeah, yeah. And like, what is 10 grand to these guys anyway?
For real,
Yeah,
that's like $1.
Yeah, so yeah, sure, whatever.
But
yeah, congratulations, Niners. Great Thanksgiving football weekend. Again, that Lions game was weird, but it was hard fought.
yeah,
hard fought.
yeah, those two games were great.
Yeah,
I don't care about the other one.
those two guys were great.
I can tell you another game that was actually pretty great was Saturday. You're probably thinking, Kyle, what college game did you watch?
No, it wasn't college.
It wasn't college.
I know it wasn't
It
college.
was Pee Wee flag, baby.
Shout out Mason.
He lost, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
19-18.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
It was an old Packers Lions game, eh?
Yeah. They threw a touchdown in the end to get the 2-point conversion. So we go down to San Antonio
San Antonio
to play the Turkey Bowl.
Oh, nice.
And I thought I was going down there to be a coach. I might as well have just sat in the stands.
Is that bad, huh?
I drew, because I found out this little stylus I have on my
And
phone.
before you continue, also got to say the Friday game, Miami, New York Jets.
Oh!
Absolute blowout. 34-13.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that game, too.
Didn't really care.
Yeah. But yeah, Miami annihilated the Jets. So Robert Saleh's probably going to get fired soon.
I'll take him back as my defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I will. I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But you know, I get down there. I told the coach the week before, I said, I'm here to coach. I'm here to help.
Mm-hmm.
Give me something to do. I will help out. Oh, okay. just nods and says, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, I don't know if he understood me. We didn't run any plays.
Mm-hmm.
They just ran drills.
Yeah.
The one practice that we had with the whole team.
Drills for days.
That's it. We even practiced with the other team because the red team didn't show up. So it was Georgetown versus Georgetown. We get down there. It's freaking cold down there.
Oh, yeah?
And kind of spotty rain. Get down there.
Football weather.
Yeah. Witnessed a 6-year-old girl truck a 5 or 6-year-old boy. And then absolutely juke another one out of his shoes for a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, little Emma.
Let girls play football.
She's a badass, man. I'll try and find the video for you, but
Nice.
Mason had some good runs. Mason was very defensive.
Yeah.
He didn't get any touchdowns this game. Coach didn't use him very well.
Okay.
Kind of pissed off about that because he was missing other kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, Mason's going to be in the game. You know what he can do. Man, he's going to be a real game changer for us. Barely plays him.
Didn't even use him.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So he got a couple big gains, like 30-something yard gains, because they were doing 80-yard fields this game. He did like 2 30-something yard runs, like 38-yard runs. Very defensive, got all the flags he could. Missed out on one, and he turned around and he looked at me, and I'm like, why are you stopping? Got to get on that. Got to get on the flag thing, because I think I don't know if he's going to do flag next year or not, but he did very well.
Good.
But they lost. He still got a ring. Dude, it's a metal ring. It's not chintzy.
Oh, nice.
It's a nice ring.
Nice.
I was very surprised. I was like, I want one of those. It only fits on my pinky, but I wanted it.
Okay.
So then we went down. I sent you the picture. We went and ate at Dick's.
Yeah.
A bunch of people's first times there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun to see.
Riley was mommy's favorite mistake. One of the kids' things said, my farts smell like Skittles. The guy across from me, one of the coaches, big kind of muscular black dude, his said, hung like a white man. We were kind of afraid because one of the other guys that went, his wife was kind of very defensive. So my wife was like, it's okay. They act like this. They're not being for real. Just take it with a grain of salt.
Oh, yeah.
And so she goes, I need a refill. And he goes, okay, well, I need a raise. And shakes the drink back at her. And she goes, oh, no, you didn't. And so what he does is he's like, what is it? And she goes, sweet tea. I want a Sprite. So he grabs it, takes a drink of her sweet tea, goes over, puts his shirt up, and does one of those like fountain poses and starts spitting it out of his mouth. He's like, I'm a work of art. I'm like, oh my God, dude, this guy was hilarious. What was Tim's? Tim's was a spokesperson for Cialis.
That's good.
And then I can't remember what Trisha said, but it had to do with something with wieners. He went over, made a wiener out of a balloon, put it on top of her hat. Everybody walking by was laughing their ass off, dude. It was so much better than last time.
Yeah. Yeah, so some of the servers just go like just over the top.
Dude, it was so good.
It's great. Like remember we were walking out and
Yeah.
a guy was like refilling somebody's cup.
Yeah.
He put
with the hose between
he put the
his
pitcher
leg.
like between his leg. And he
Yeah,
just started
no, that's what it
pouring.
was. Yeah.
It just starts like pouring through the glass.
Dude, he almost
like, oh my God.
he almost used the same insult for me for the one they did last time.
Really?
Because the last time it was, how did these pubes end up on my face?
Oh,
He
yeah.
almost did the same one, and I read it, and I was like, nope, do another one. And he kind of looked at me like, what? I said, the lady last time I was here, I'll show you the picture. She did the same thing. She's like, no way. Trish pulled it up, and he goes, quit taking my material, guys. So I ended up getting Yellowstone in the streets, Brokeback Mountain in the sheets.
That's what I like. Yeah, nice.
He's like, I'm going to take you to the train station.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, God. That was a good time. It was a good time.
Good.
Walked around, saw a bunch of quinceañera chicks there.
Ooh, I like the way you said that, by the way. You said that proper.
Quinceañera.
Quinceañera. Yeah, there you go.
Quinceañera.
You say quinceañera.
Quinceañera.
I can have a carne asada.
Carne asada. No. I know how to do it. I can roll my R's a little bit.
Yeah. We're from California. I assume you at least know how to say the words.
Yeah. Carne asada.
Yeah. There you go.
Dude, my wife does it like over the top. I'm like, cool, stop it.
Carne.
Carne asada. But yeah, no, did that yesterday. Came back. Fell asleep on the way back. Ended up stopping at Cold Stone for the kids.
Cold Stone for the kids.
Now we're back here.
All right, back in Austin.
Yeah.
Back in Round Rock for the roadies.
Back in Round Rock for the roadie.
Now,
Want to talk about something that pisses you off?
the final two things we're going to talk about piss me off. We got to get WWE out of the way
Go ahead, because
I'm frustrated. So, Survivor Series War Games was in Chicago.
Can we start with the first match though? The one that was actually good.
Yeah, let's start with the first match.
The women's War Games match we just watched.
Phenomenal.
Neither of us. Now here, let's put this out there. Neither me or Derek watched Survivor Series last night. We watched the highlights this morning.
Mm-hmm.
The women's War Game match
Really good.
was really good.
Really good.
Io Sky is so underrated.
Yeah, she put a trash can over her
And
head.
jumped off the top cage.
Dude,
Dude, that's amazing.
that was really good.
That was so cool.
Yeah, so she's been a really, really good women's champion so
Yeah.
far. I think she's gonna do some good stuff.
I think one of them will take over and eventually kick Bailey out.
Yeah, I see that
I'm
happening.
seeing that
Yeah,
happen,
yeah, I think that's going to be the case because it's been kind of like a constant thing with like Io and Bailey kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
And now that Cardi Sane came back.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, ooh, yeah, now Bailey's kind of the odd one out. And it's an entirely, besides Bailey, it's an entirely Asian team.
Yeah.
Because you had Asuka there too.
Asuka as well,
So
yeah.
that would be kind of a cool like little faction if it
Even-
was just like an entirely
Even
like
if,
Japanese faction.
Like, what's her name? Zia Lee?
Mm-hmm.
Even if she replaced her somehow.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's going to happen. Something's going to happen to where Bailey leaves.
Yeah, Bailey's going to get kicked eventually.
But then we had...
But the ending though wasn't great. Because
Yeah.
Bailey and Io Sky and Kari and Asuka should have won.
They should have. And like I said, it would have been a good push for them.
It would have been.
I would have liked to
They've
see
been on
that.
a roll, and it's been good to see like them getting like just constant wins. I don't know what it is about WWE when they have a faction,
I don't know.
but besides Judgment Day for some reason. But when they have a faction that keep rolling, they always lose like the big matches.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, why? So it's really weird. I don't know why they do that.
But then we had, I think after that was the Intercontinental.
Yes, Gunther and Miz,
Miz.
which I figured Gunther was winning, but I think Miz would have been a good IC championship. It would have been his
Miz
eighth
has
time.
always been a great IC champion.
Yeah, it would have been
Miz
his
has been
eighth time if he did it.
A great champion just overall.
Yeah. Like his promos are dope. Like his
they're great.
promos leading up to the match, like we remember how good he is on mic,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
like
this guy's
is
good.
good. So and he's good in the ring when he's not being just like thrown around at WrestleMania by Shane McMahon. So
Getting an
decent
elbow
match.
drop by Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, decent match though. Decent match. Gunther won, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably gonna go till WrestleMania to beat the Honky Tonk Man outright.
It's got to be
So.
then. I don't know how many more days it is, but
And I don't know who's gonna win it. Like they keep having the champions, and this is not a big deal. We're not gonna talk about it too much, but they keep having the champions just run through the entire roster to the point where you don't have anybody, and it's like you can have a roster champion like where you have storylines.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can have like let's say three or four big matches within the year.
yeah.
And all three or four of those matches could be a storyline that's drawn out.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have all these ridiculous matches until WrestleMania. You have storyline after storyline after storyline that's really good and really compelling so that it does drag out until WrestleMania.
I think that's one thing that you'll never see throughout wrestling companies that goes very well is storylines.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
What they'll do is they'll put all their time and effort into one storyline, and nothing else will make sense.
Yeah, that's what we see with the Bloodline.
Because obviously, even what they did with the last match of the night, I don't get.
I don't either.
Because we watched it. Literally, all of Judgment Day came out, went in the cage
Yeah.
with Drew McIntyre. And then they did 4 out of the 5. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins just came out,
Mm-hmm.
but it was advertised to have Randy Orton out there, but he never came out.
Yeah.
So then, which I don't get how this would have made sense anyways. But then we think Randy's coming out, and it's Rhea Ripley coming out with Damian's case.
Yeah.
They have to start another match in a match?
Yeah, it was very weird.
And if you cash that in, that means you pin him.
Yeah.
Everybody on that team is now the World Heavyweight Champion? I don't get the...
Very strange.
It didn't make sense to me.
Priest is never gonna cash this freaking case in, man. Like they keep doing the dumbest things when he's about to cash in. Just let him cash in and lose.
Yeah, I
quit doing this.
And like I
This
said
is
today,
dumb.
I think Drew's gonna be the one to screw him over.
I guess, but like, here's the thing: like, this briefcase has just become a freaking anchor.
Yeah.
For Priest.
Yeah,
Have him cash in the briefcase, and he loses. It happens. It happens has happened to people before
Yeah.
where they cash in and they don't get it.
Exactly.
Just have them cash in and lose.
Yeah.
Get this briefcase stuff out of the way. It's dumb. It's stupid. Stop it.
but we saw Rhea bring it out. Apparently, he was gonna cash in, and then Mr. Orton came out,
Yep.
jacked as hell.
Yeah, he
This
looks
guy
bigger.
got wide.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Built like a bus.
dude, he's Rey Mysterio Royal Rumble thick. Like,
Yeah, he came in looking
thick.
good. Yeah. So
They finished the match. They ended up winning, and then Derek's favorite part of the night, which I
the
thought
worst
was
part of the night.
I ruined for Derek before we started.
It's okay. I'm just as frustrated as I was when I found out.
I thought it was maybe a mistake. Maybe it was fake.
I wish it was.
And then after the match, CM Punk comes back. Now, here's the thing.
So stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will remember that we have a reoccurring guest, Mr. Mike Iceman,
Yeah.
on here when we do our wrestling stuff. Well, Mr. Mike sent a message this morning between me, him, and Derek that said he's in WWE. Or he's seriously in WWE.
Yep.
I think it's funny. I think it's absolutely hilarious.
It's
because I don't give a shit.
I think it's funny that it happened,
Yes,
but the fact that it happened is also absurd.
it's dumb. It is honestly.
It
dumb.
is so stupid. Why? Why though? Okay,
Money?
This is how much?
I don't know. I'm
okay,
trying to.
here's the thing.
The way I'm thinking about it is it's money. It's
Of course
something
it
to
is.
draw those people back to WWE.
But
from-
who did you lose?
I don't know. That's the thing. You have to. There's a time and place where you have
And
to start
who's
losing people.
really coming back for CM Punk?
Exactly. What's the guy's name?
One guy?
Who's the guy that was on his side when they got in that fight? That guy. He's coming back for him. The guy that bit somebody.
Not Riddle.
No, the guy that was in AEW on his side.
Oh,
When they got in that backstage fight and he ended up biting someone.
yeah, I can't remember his name though.
Nick something? I can't remember his name. Him. He's coming back for CM Punk. It's a nobody.
Yeah, no one cares. Probably people are gonna be who,
Yeah.
but this is just so ridiculous to me. It happened in Chicago, CM Punk's hometown, sure, but what? This makes no sense. This doesn't do anything. Like this, did the crowd you lose when CM Punk lost? Was it so many of them that went to AEW, New Japan, whatever? Did that crowd really hurt your wallet? Because I guarantee it didn't, and I guarantee the people who were watching WWE before CM Punk left are still watching. They're just watching another product too. They're also watching AEW. They're also watching Impact because me and Mike do that.
Yeah.
we watch all the wrestling
exactly.
stuff. So it's like you're not losing anybody, and you're also not gaining anybody. And but what you are gaining is a toxic individual.
Exactly. So that's the part that I want to kind of talk about was the fact that this guy had a fight. He's had 2 backstage fights apparently that were real. One with Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, And I want to say that was it. I'm still trying to find that guy's name that supposedly bit someone. Ace Steel.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
his name.
Again,
He bit
No
Kenny
idea.
Omega.
oh, okay.
Um,
No one's gonna
wow,
care.
he got rehired by AEW.
Steel.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he just bit somebody.
he was an AEW producer. That's why.
Oh yeah. He's fine.
Because he had a fight. He had that fight, and then they had CM Punk had a fight backstage with Jack Perry.
Mm-hmm.
So they ended up
AKA
letting him
Jungle
go.
Boy.
Yep, Jungle Boy. They ended up letting him go over that.
Mm-hmm.
And he is pretty fucking toxic. Regardless if his character is real or not, he's
I
gonna
just
be.
figured it out.
He's the captain of Toxic Attraction or
No,
something like
no,
that. No,
no.
okay, I'm just making up shit. I don't know.
figured it out. WWE is still being petty. Remember when AEW had to change their slot because of football to Tuesday?
Yeah.
And that was stepping on NXT's toes?
Mm-hmm.
And then WWE was being really petty about it, and they brought back The Undertaker and all that. They're being petty again.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
Really?
They're like, oh, you got rid of Punk? Well, we got Punk. Look how cool we are.
What if Punk goes to NXT instead?
He's not going to NXT.
I mean,
He's not going to NXT.
I mean,
No.
I mean,
He would have showed up at a NXT pay-per-view. He's not
just
going
saying.
to.
I don't know. Could happen. You never know.
No, he's not going to NXT.
Weirder things
He's-
have happened.
Yeah, but Punk is not going to NXT. There's no way he would take. He wouldn't show up at Survivor Series, and he wouldn't show up at all if he was going to NXT. He wants the he wants the main event. He wants the actual WWE contract on actual Raw and SmackDown. He's not going to NXT.
I would if I was going to hire him, which I may, but it would be under stipulations like any fights.
I'm sure there's quite a bit.
Any fights,
Yeah.
we take all of our money that we owe you. You get nothing. You're fired.
Oh, I'm sure he's on a short
Goodbye.
leash.
And it would only be for a year.
Yeah, I'm sure.
wouldn't do it.
I'm sure he's on a very strict short
Yeah.
leash, but it's just I don't. I think this is WWE being petty again
Yeah. Now the one
because they don't even use their own roster. So now you're going to bring somebody else in back, and it's like now you have another bloated roster that you're not going to use.
that was my next thing. Was the problem is you've got all these people. The one thing that they shouldn't be doing is bringing in more people regardless. I
And
mean,
older people.
This is in
Says he has someone young.
any business, even AEW. There's a shitload of people that are not using.
Yeah,
Ring of Honor.
and this is not even a young guy.
No, he's
CM
not.
Punk is one of the
I think
older
he's in,
guys.
like
He's one of
late
the vets.
30s or 40s.
Yeah, he's up there. Like Cena doesn't even wrestle anymore, or he's probably going to be on like his farewell tour. But Orton just came back. I think he's probably on some borrowed time. So CM Punk, he's also on some borrowed time. These are guys who have they're
long
they were in
since.
ruthless aggression, early ruthless aggression.
Exactly.
So like their time is passing. And you have young stars that you could use, that you could build up. You even have an older guy who you can build up that you've been failing to build up for the past year, LA Knight. And it's like everybody loves him, but you won't give him anything. And it's like just use what you have and build off of that. Quit being weird.
So there's my next question: Is he going to get a title?
I don't know.
Because you've built up, like you just said, you built up this guy's reputation, LA Knight,
Yeah.
over the past year. He's one of the most over superstars right now, besides Jey Uso. Mm-hmm. I would honestly argue it's
I would say more
LA
so.
Knight, Jey Uso,
Cody.
even Sami Zayn and Cody.
I would say Cody's right after LA Knight.
Over Seth Rollins, who is the champion.
Yeah. And Jay and Cody are a close second.
So, you've got these people that you're using, but if this guy steps in line, like steps over everybody's toes in line, getting a title shot
And the only guy that
for no reason,
and the only guy that we've named out of all those guys, only one of them have a title, Seth. And it's like he's got a feud with Paul. He's got to.
Paul.
Is it Logan? Yeah. He's got a feud with Logan.
I thought you meant CM Punk.
His real name. Yeah. He's got to go for the U.S. Championship. It's going to be a consolation prize because everybody who faces Roman gets a consolation prize.
Yeah.
But he's got a feud with Paul. It makes sense. Paul doesn't like him.
Seth?
No, LA Knight.
Oh, yeah.
LA Knight doesn't like him, and Paul doesn't like LA Knight. So I feel like that would make sense. Give LA Knight the championship. It makes sense.
No, it definitely makes sense. Giving him the belt, any belt makes sense.
Yeah.
You just haven't done it.
Yeah.
And
Because it can't be Gunther because they want that to go to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It obviously isn't going to be Roman because Roman's not even going to be back until WrestleMania, and most likely. And it can't be Seth because he's not on Raw. And who else? I already talked about Gunther. So yeah, it would just make sense to give him Paul's newly acquired USA Championship.
I don't know.
But-
It's not a very good situation right now.
Nope.
Bringing back people that don't need to be brought back, definitely toxic. Here's one of the reactions that Seth Rollins had that I wanted to show you. I actually saw this today. About CM Punk being back. Where's it at? Okay, right here. All right, you ready? I'm just gonna show you the video.
That looks real.
It looks definitely real to me. So
And look at oh, he's pissed. And look at Cole. Cole's not playing this off.
no,
Like Cole's being legitimate about this. That's real.
that's got to be right.
Seth is pissed.
It's got to be real.
Yeah, Seth is pissed off for real, and I don't blame him.
No, it's the weirdest thing. Nobody saw this,
Except
and
for
now
the crowd.
Seth is being held back. Michael Cole of all
Yeah,
people,
Michael Cole
is
is
just
trying
like,
to
"Are
hold
you
him back.
kidding me?"
Yeah, because he's trying to talk him down.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen if that was if they were trying to play a feud.
So the fact that they brought him back, I would feel threatened if I was Seth as
is
well.
pissed.
Because, like I said, they didn't
Dude,
show
if
that
they,
on TV.
if they give CM Punk a title shot on Raw versus Seth Rollins, Seth is going to actually fight him.
He will actually throw punches and hit him.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't care if Paul, whatever his last name is, actually fought in MMA. He's going to get his ass whooped.
He better be glad Brock's still in there.
Yeah.
This is not good. This is just not good for
It's
your
not a
locker
good-
room.
it's not a good
Why
look for
would you
WWE.
create this environment for your locker room? Of all people, Triple H, why would you do this?
They're going to have another walkout. Like they'd had under Triple H being, was it GM or
I
something?
think GM.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
going to have another walkout.
And I think it's just dumb because it's like, this is why I said this wouldn't happen under Vince, because of all of Vince's BS and evil tomfoolery. He's a horrible guy, just in
Oh,
general.
yeah.
Just
Yeah, horrible.
like in real life, he's the worst heel or the best heel, I guess you could say. But he wouldn't let this happen. He wouldn't. So this is definitely Triple H. Like, because he said he would sit down with him and talk if he's willing to come back and talk. And that's what happened.
Apparently they had that was the big thing because they do those sit down interviews afterwards.
Yeah.
He said that they've changed. He's changed. The other guy, Paul. Damn it, CM Punk has changed.
Mm-hmm.
And that it was 10 years ago, or over 10 years ago when it happened. And they sat down and talked about it. So, I mean, yes, you can sit down, but like I said earlier, if I was Triple H or in his position, I would be saying you are on a very, very short leash.
I wouldn't even
And
I wouldn't even have him on Raw. I wouldn't even put him on a Raw. I don't want him running into Seth.
Well, here's the thing. We don't know if he's on Raw.
We don't know. Well, we don't know where he is.
We don't know.
But I put him on SmackDown.
Put him on NXT. Just saying, dude. He could go for a title he's never had.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe, but I just feel like NXT that would take away from their roster, because NXT is like the up and coming guys, and I don't.
They did it with Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, but I don't like. But Dolph is different because Dolph can like go anywhere.
There's more people appreciate Dolph.
Yeah, and there's more respect there, and we get what he's trying to do. With CM Punk, he's gonna try to like take over the show, and he's gonna try to bury young talent, and I wouldn't have that.
Apparently, he might be on there tomorrow on Raw, so we'll see.
I hope not, because that's not good for like Seth alone.
I guarantee
if
you.
it was like Seth alone, I wouldn't.
I guarantee you, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen at the very beginning of the show, and he's just gonna come out and talk.
Probably. Is he gonna talk about how I've what's he do? He goes, it's because of you people. because of all of you that I am here.
He's gonna kiss ass.
And well, he's gonna. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be a. If
No,
they're gonna try to make him a face or not.
It's hard to say because when you go from WWE to another company, your attitude kind of changes, and then the other company kind of lets you say what you want. So, I mean, look at Jon Moxley between WWE when he was Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose, yeah.
Look how he talked when he was Dean Ambrose, but now look how he talks how he's Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
He's got free reign to basically call anybody a bitch or whatever he wants.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
When he's on the mic, he goes loose because that's what Samoa he actually wants to say.
But CM Punk was always that guy.
Oh, yeah. But at the same time, too, it's a different time in WWE, and I feel like the most you're going to get out of a superstar is either ass, maybe bitch, damn,
ass,
something like that. But like the only person who really even gets to really say bitch is probably Roman, and maybe Seth.
We know Roman said the N-word on TV, so.
Oh yeah, he let it. Yeah,
he kind of slid it in there.
Yeah. Huh?
Wait, what did
Excuse me? But
look at this.
But there's very few words that you kind of get to say, and it kind of depends on who's saying it. I don't think CM Punk gets that privilege.
Did he have it before? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
So I feel like this is not. I mean, it's just not a good decision.
It's a weird move, and especially the same day that Randy comes back. That kind of It seems like it kind of overshadowed Randy.
And R-Truth. You piss on R-Truth's parade.
R-Truth came back too. We didn't get to talk about that. Oh my god!
You piss on R-Truth's parade.
The 42-time Grand Slam 24/7 365 champion. R-Truth, baby.
You don't piss on R-Truth, I won't allow it.
Dude, I love that guy.
National treasure.
Yes,
but yeah, it's just I'm gonna be thinking about this all week.
Yeah,
it's just.
Well, wait until
so annoying. I can't wait.
Wait
to talk
until
to Mike.
Tuesday.
I can't wait to talk to Mike about this. I know he's so pissed.
Tomorrow, he's gonna be like, I'm never watching WWE again.
And of course he will, because I know me and him share a lot of views on this, but I know he's even more upset than I am, and I want to get him fired up. I want to get that man fired up. I want him doing 300 puts an hour.
Fuck it, we're doing 5. He's like, I will put everything away.
He just picks up the pallet with a clam truck. I'm throwing it. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Well, this has been another episode,
an interesting episode
of the Itchy Sweater Podcast. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow, rate, and comment. It's all right. Podcast.
Yes, podcast.